let's continue. After our talk in the cafe, Angela has commissioned me once more for a formal dress. This time, less naked, she said. I guess she doesn't have a date to impress. She invited me to the event as well. When I questioned her about it, she vaguely mentioned something about going to see the opera with some old farts and have dinner with them. She didn't give me much to go on, aside from the fact that it should be formal evening wear. Since I don't have many opportunities to design and wear a gown myself, I accepted her invitation, even though I have never really been to the opera. Meeting both Neil and Angela has certainly given me plenty of opportunities to attend formal events where I can show my talents. As I'm sketching out some ideas after closing time, I'm alerted by a knock on the door. Wondering who would disturb me at this time, I walk over to the entrance and look out the window. My heart skips a beat when I see that it's Neil. I unlock the door and let him in. Hey Neil, what's up, baby? Good evening. I greet him with my heart thumping louder. It's late. What are you doing here? Neil steps inside. He seems anxious about something. It seems you don't check your cell phone all that often, do you? His hair is still black. My eyes dart over towards the counter where my phone is. I'm suddenly having flashbacks of how my back was pressed against the counter with Neil on top of me, and I try my hardest to fight the burning blush from creeping into my face. Let's do it again, Neil. Let's do it again. Haven't checked in a while. Why? Never mind that. I wanted to. He pauses, looking pensive. Discuss something with you. I fidget on the spot. I'm not quite sure what he means with that. I don't think I'm ready to discuss anything, really. My emotions are a mess. There's no way I'm going to be able to put them into words. Like? I ask carefully. It's a bit awkward standing so close to him now, with what feels like a crime scene of evidence behind me of what we did several nights ago. We didn't even do the deed. We didn't even get that far. Blue-balled, man. Blue-balled. There's really no elegant way of putting this, but Angela's delusional ideas made me realize it needs to be said. Again, he pauses, and I can feel my heartbeat speed up in anticipation. He clears his throat, looking clearly uncomfortable. I think we should stop being in contact with one another? What the we didn't even get the bang, man. Huh? It's for the best. This way Angela won't be pulling you into her weird shenanigans, and I'll have some peace and quiet. Well, dude. You know what? I could use a new guy, too. I'm done. I was done from the beginning. If I can't have you, it's fine. My mouth drops open, completely and utterly shocked. Did he seriously just say he wants to stop seeing me? Am I being unofficially broke up with it? Oh my god, I keep pulling up the start menu. I'm sorry. I forgot how to full screen it. Ugh. What? I say. There's no need to involve yourself anymore. In fact, you can pretend we never met each other. Well, this fucking bitch. I want to bang you. Just let it happen. You were hot for me. I was hot for you. We were about to do the deed. I was actually scared I might have to close it down for Twitch. But you know what? Oh my god, here I go again. My mouth starts working again after processing the shock, but the words are still hard to get out. You disappoint me, Neil. This is why I want a new guy. I'm so dead with your story. Is that what you want? I managed to choke out. You could have gotten my panties. Oh my god. Okay. I'm using the space bar. Does he really want to stop seeing me like this? His words hurt more than I would have thought. Perhaps I was in too much of a blissful state to realize I was in too deep already. Neil's eyes twitches, and I see him losing his composure. Isn't it what you want as well, to not have to engage with me ever again? No, I wanted to bang you, dude. didn't have the balls to continue. I look at him while lowering my eyebrows. I don't know what to think or how to feel. He's right. I didn't want to have anything to do with him a few months ago. I wanted to be done with him, making him a blazer, so I could get on with my life and pretend I never met his immature brat. He was a douchebag at first, but dude, well, this immature brat threw me into turmoil at a night at the ball we kissed. Not once, but twice, and the second time was definitely no accident. I wanted it. I've been avoiding thinking about it deeply since then, because confronting my feelings, confronting Neil, seemed like such an insurmountable task. A task that scared me, as it meant facing the unknown. I don't know what I have with Neil. I don't know why I kissed him, or why he kissed me. These questions are burning inside of me. You know why. You know why. Am I never gonna get the you know why, dude. Let's see, we got fine. If that's what you want, then you can leave me alone. Or no, it's not what I want. It's not what I want at all, dude. It's no, dude. Neil is taken aback by my answer, then gives me oh no, I didn't read it. Oh gosh. Alright. Then gives me a conflicted look, like he doesn't know what to do with me, how to respond to my blunt answer. It's like I hit him with a wrecking ball. Oh, shit. Okay, sorry. I daringly take a step closer to him. And you can't lie to me and say it's what you want as well. My voice is low and steady, even though my heart's beating out of control. Neil jerks back, putting distance between us. Can't you see? I'm trying to do you a favor here. Angela crossed the line. She had no right to drag you down into our family's business. So I'm here cleaning up her mess. You don't need to feel responsible for me. You're nothing to me. Well, dude. Fuck you. Dude, you wanted me as much as I wanted you. Okay. I can feel it. But you pulled out way too early because of an umbrella. You know what? See, I knew this was gonna be the most disappointing character right away. I don't like him. He has no balls. Douchebag. I'm already done with this story. I'm ready to move on to another dude. Damn it. I gotta finish it though. Okay. I take a step back, lowering my head and trying very hard not to let it get to me. My hurt is quickly masked by the anger that swells up inside of me. Fine, I snap at him. Then leave, and don't you dare come back. The more bite my words have, the less I feel heart aching for him. See? It's what you want as well. No, dude, I wanted to bang you, dude. He says with a nod of his head, like he was right along. You know what? He's probably small in the pants. Yep. Leave, dude. Just leave. You're angry. I'm angry. What the hell? I once more collapsed against my counter, but this time it's for an entirely different reason. Last time, I'm angry and I'm hurt. I didn't realize Neil's words would sting so much. Then again, I don't know why I would ever delude myself into thinking Neil cared about me, even if it was just a little. He's always looked down on me anyway. It doesn't even matter if I was some kind of hero to him when he was a little kid. After all, he's not a little kid anymore. He's a grown-ass fucking man making his own decisions in life. And he's decided he doesn't want to see me anymore. I check my phone real quick and notice I have 2 messages and one missed call from His Majesty. Both messages are asking if he could meet up tonight. Is he mad because I didn't meet up with him? I don't know. My finger hovers over the delete contact button. I don't know what to do. Get a new boyfriend. This boy toy is broken. Can I get a new one? The next couple of weeks, I drown myself in work. Can I get that 6'1" dude? Is that the younger dude? I don't know. It was one of the dudes that were really, really tall. I'm not really into tall guys like that. I'm just picking other dudes than this douchebag. Christmas passes by in the blink of the eye, and even though New Year's Eve is something I really remember celebrating with Sarah, even though I gotta say, okay, so also in anime games, my type isn't the nice guy. I don't know, the little, like, shy nice guys are so weird. They're not for me. Do I like the angry attitude guys? No, because they're all douchebags. I like some of, like, the normal dudes that have some common sense, or, like, the mysterious dudes that also somehow have common sense. Those are my types in the anime games. The other dudes can go die in a fire. Christmas passes by in a blink of an eye, and even New Year's Eve is something I barely remember celebrating with Sarah. I do over time. I sew and stitch whenever I get the chance. I'm making phone calls here and there to order fabric. I do everything in my power to keep my mind from straying too far away from work, because nothing good will come from thinking about Neil. Neil's a douchebag. I knew it from the beginning. You know what? Let's not even screw him anymore. Whatever. Angela seems to be oblivious, which is good, so she won't bug me about it. At least this whole ordeal left me behind a good friend. I've been working on both of our dresses for the opera. Angela's dress is finished, so I needed her to come over and do the final fitting for any alterations. I managed to get Angela inside of her black dress. Ooh, that's pretty. Good job, me. This looks fabulous, my dear. Angela coos at me once she sees herself in the mirror. Oh, so much tits, dude. She makes a few flashy poses, trying to look sexy and haughty. I make a few notes to tuck in a bit at the bottom hem, but the dress seems to suit her just fine. I breathe a sigh of relief. My work paid off. Angela undresses and hands it over to me. I carry it over to the sewing machine and start taking the hem. Have you ever been to the opera before? It's nothing fancy, really. People who believe themselves to be important and tend to infatuate their egos. Don't let it get to you. Inflate. I said infatuate. Oh well. I give a small chuckle while I push the fabric along the needle. And why did you get an invitation? Well, says Angela, a bit dismissive. I get invitations to loads of events. I have to network where I can, you know. And for you, it's great as well. People might want to know who made this fabulous dress. Lord knows that I've been praising your name from the rooftops since last time. And thank you for that, I say, although I've yet to hook another client such as you. Well, I guess we need to change that now. Angela winks at me. I'm sure something great will happen. So who is it that invited you, and are they okay with me tagging along and ask? Maybe I can snag them as potential clients. As you know, just some old lovely people when they're in a good mood, not so lovely when they're in a bad mood, but it's absolutely no problem that you're coming along. I told them all about you, and they're excited to meet such a wonderful and talented young woman such as yourself. I wonder just how much Angela told them about me. It's not like I'm anything special. I guess we'll see. I give the dress back to Angela once I'm finished, and she tries it on once more. The cut of the hem is looking a lot better, and Angela seems pretty stoked at the final result. She takes it off and neatly places it on the counter. Dazzling, simply dazzling. All it needs is a nice diamond necklace to finish it off. I bite my lips to prevent myself from making a snappy comment about me not being able to afford something like that, unless I worked for 10 years straight. Sometimes Angela really does seem to live in a whole other world. I wonder how much money she makes doing pottery of all things. Alright, I heard about your job. You make pottery? Angela smiles at me. I make all kinds of art, love. I love to sculpt and let my imagination go wild. It's a passion of mine to travel the world and see many pieces of art that people create. Italy had only been my latest escapade. It makes me happy to see you're doing something you love, then I say. It reminds me of myself. I moved here to start my own boutique and to create clothes that people are happy to wear. I love making clothes as well. I've been doing it once my grandma passed away. You see, she used to sew me all these girly dresses, but I just didn't want to wear them back then. I wanted to play in the mud and get dirty. I didn't want to be girly, so I never wore those dresses. Angela looks at me with a comforting smile on her face, letting me say my piece. It's hard to imagine you as a tomboy, she chuckles. I know, look at this beautiful dress I designed myself. It's so pretty, isn't it? Honestly, that's the cutest dress. I would totally wear that if it was real. I really was, but after my grandma passed away, I was left with these boxes full of dresses she made for me. It made me so sad. I cried for a whole week straight on the attic with that box. My mother gifted me the sewing machine my grandma used, and I guess I fell in love with it ever since. That's a lovely memento of your grandmother, Jay. I'm sorry you had to say goodbye to her so soon. I smile at her, happy to be reliving my memories of my grandma again. That's okay. She gave me a passion in life. That's great. Life is all about going after your dreams and finding your passion. Angela suddenly looks timid. That's why I'm so concerned about Neil. Well, I tried to bang your cousin, and your cousin said no. So out of respect and non-consent, I have to let him go. Oh no, that one subject I wanted to avoid, but it'd be rude to tell her to not talk about him. She looks at me with hopeful eyes. He's stressed at work. It's chaining him down. I know he wants to do something else with his life, but he doesn't want to defy his parents. I'm conflicted about wanting to hear more about Neil and wanting to tell Angela to stop talking. You know, he's got a bachelor's in interior design, yet he doesn't do anything with it. Instead, he's wasting away his potential in the family business. It's infuriating, really. Angela takes a deep sigh. Is that what you wanted me to pretend to be his I asked, a bit hesitant. Boop. Oh, wait. Boop. Oh, that, Angela says in a dramatic voice. Actually, his parents have been looking for a fiance for a while. They want to get him into an arranged marriage, as they fear he won't get into a relationship on his own and give them the lovely little children they so desperately want. When I told them if they cut back down on his work hours, he might have time for a relationship, so I kind of proposed the idea. They really do live in another world to be talking about arranged marriages. I feel sorry for the person unlucky enough to be a candidate for such a marriage to His Majesty. But don't you worry, everything will be alright. I've got plans, said Angela, determined. I wonder what she's scheming now, but decide against asking her. Now let's get the dress back into some plastic so I can carry it back home. Okay. Wait, alright. About your dress, have you started on that yet? She asks. I made a few sketches and got a general idea in my head, but I haven't started the construction yet. She gives me a devious smirk. Pick something dark blue to go lovely with your eyes. I suddenly remember something I need to ask Angela. About the ticket to the opera. How much is it? Angela shakes her head at me. I invited you over. I can't expect you to pay for the ticket as well. No, don't worry. This one's on me. It's expensive is what she's trying to say. Angela stays with me to discuss some more ideas for my dress before she leaves to go home. I'm gonna have to make myself another dress, aren't I? Great. The date of the opera is in 2 weeks, so I better hurry up and finish my dress. I hope I don't run into Neil since I'm hanging around with Angela. Does that mean I get a new picture this next chapter? Because I'm missing a lot of chapters. Yep, that's it. Jeez. Too soon. Oh, I love my outfit though. It's so cute. Like, if I had a dress like that, I would wear it. It's absolutely adorable. I gotta change my outfit.